What's up? I'm Bananda, and then this is Chris. If this is your first time watching this videos, this is probably the first time you've ever seen my face. But, since we are both littles, which you guys would know that if you guys watched any of my other videos, I'm going to be reading books. I have this big, huge treasure trove of fairy tales, and we're going to read Hansel and Gretel. But first we're going to read Where Did Kisses Come From? Which I got this from these book things. There's like, what are they called? Those free book thingies? You forgot? And we got Princess Goldfishies, and we got Kool-Aid juice boxes, and we're in our PJs even though he doesn't have his top on because he said it's hot. But he has his footsies on. And I'm a bear, which I don't have my head thingy on because I'm wearing half pigtails, so it doesn't work that way.
It's too hot.
Yeah, and it's not too hot to me. And we're watching Winnie the Big Pooh movie. His big movie. Okay, we're gonna read Where Did Kisses Come From? Where do kisses come from? Many places, little one. There are so many reasons to kiss you. Kisses come from the way your eyes shine, like two suns when you open them in the morning. I don't know, you guys can't see it. And from your smile, sweet as maple syrup. I'll get closer so you guys can see it. There's pandas! I never read this book before. Kisses come from the way you look in your favorite hat. They come from tummy tickles and other silly giggle games. Can you see the pictures? Okay. Some kisses come from chocolate-covered noses. Others come from skinned knees and scraped elbows. Kisses come from your special way of helping, and from the way you make up silly songs while splashing in the tub. I kind of suck at reading, I'm dyslexic, so it's kind of hard. Kisses come from the way you snuggle up for a story, your cheek as soft as the rose petal. Kisses also come from wishes from sweet, sweet dreams. There are so many kinds of kisses, little one. I missed you kisses. Thank you kisses. Feel better kisses. And just because kisses. Oops, I almost turned the page. But no matter what kind of kisses it is, all kisses come from love. Yep, that was Where Do Kisses Come From? I hope you guys like that book. I really like this book. I thought it was cute. But yeah, next we have is Hansel and Gretel. Chris picked this one out. Didn't you, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
And you like this story, don't you? You do? Okay. I'm going to read it and then I'll just show you the pictures after because there's a lot of reading in this, so it's going to be long. Okay. Once upon a time, there was two children named Hansel and Gretel who lived with their parents on the edge of a great forest. Their father was a woodcutter who worked very hard, but even so, the family was very poor. One day, the woodcutter's wife said to him, "Husband, we have no money left, and there is not enough food in the I don't know what that word is, to feed us all. There is only one thing to do. You must take the children deep into the forest and leave them there, or we shall starve." Unknown to their parents, Hansel and Gretel had overheard a conversation. "Don't worry," whispered Hansel to his sister. "I have thought a plan to save us." The next morning, their mother gave Hansel and Gretel crust of bread, each of them to save it for lunch. Then sadly she waved them goodbye. The poor woodcutter led his children into the forest, but as he walked, Hansel crumbled up the bread to leave a trail of breadcrumbs, so that he and his sister would find them on the way back home. This is when they were plotting, and then this is where they started walking into the forest. Oops, gotta turn this page. The book is so big. At last, deep in the forest, they stopped. The woodcutter told the children to gather some sticks and build a fire. When the fire was burning brightly, he said, "Now, children, wait for me here. I am going off to chop wood. When I have finished, I will come back for you." But the woodcutter did not come back. As the children sat by the fire, it grew darker and darker, and the sounds of wild animals began to fill the forest. Hansel and Gretel huddled together to comfort each other until eventually they both fell asleep. When they awoke the next morning, the children were eager to follow Hansel's trail of breadcrumbs back home. But the birds in the forest had seen Hansel laying the trail and swooped down and eaten the crumbs.
How are they gonna get home?
Gotta have to wait and find out. We'll see when they get home and how they get home, or if they even get home. "Never mind," said Gretel bravely. "Follow me. I shall soon have us home again." And so the two children set off through the forest. On and on they walked, but were hopelessly lost and felt very hungry. They were beginning to think they might die of hunger in the forest, when they came on a snow-white dove singing on the branch of a tree. The bird spread its wings and flew onto the way ahead of them. "It wants us to follow," cried Hansel. They followed the dove until it arrived at a cottage and perched on the roof. It was the most extraordinary cottage they have ever seen. It was made of candy cake, marzipan, and buttery sugar. And
Eat the whole house.
You'd eat the whole house?
Yes.
I don't think I can eat the whole house. I couldn't eat most of it because I'm allergic to frosting.
I tell whoever does that owns it to get the fuck out.
No, it's a bad word. Not allowed to say that. They're gonna be in trouble later.
Still tell them that though. And then they'd get out. And then I would have the house to myself.
The house would not be standing that whole day. It would be gone.
No. It wouldn't be a house anymore. It'd be food.
It was made of candy. Oh, I already read that. And the windows were clear spun sugar. This is the pretty house. Isn't that house beautiful though? It looks so pretty. I love the artwork in this book.
I would lick the windows like lollipops.
You had a lollipop earlier. You had a push pop.
I still have one.
Oh, you still have it? Don't get it. Leave it alone. Eat your goldfish. You can have the candy after. The children ran up to the house, and the poor things were so hungry they broke off pieces and ate them. Suddenly the door opened, and the little woman came out. "Ah, you poor children. You look very hungry." "We are," replied Gretel. "We are so lost and have not had any food since yesterday." So the old woman took the children inside and gave them all kinds of good things to eat and drink. The cottage was bright and clean as a new pen, and the old lady had 3 fluffy white cats for pets. After they had eaten, the children were tired, so the old woman tucked them into bed. "Sleep well," she said. "I will call for you when it is time for breakfast."
Why would you go inside? You got tons of food right there. Why would you go inside for other food? I would just break off that food, and then I'd just be like, "Later, old lady, you look like a witch anyway."
She doesn't look scary. Look, she looks nice, doesn't she?
Yeah, but she's still dressed like a witch. She got a pointy hat. Nobody else wears pointy hats besides the witches.
I would wear a pointy hat. Does that mean I'm a witch?
Maybe.
I used to play with spells all the time. But the old woman, who was a very wicked witch, came into the room in the night and pulled Hansel out of bed. She locked him in a cage and said, "When you are fat, I shall have you for dinner." The witch gave Hansel the best and most flattering things to eat, but Gretel, who was made to do all the housework, was given only dusty crust to eat. The witch's house had been under a spell to make it look nice. Now it appeared as it was, dirty and untidy. As for the 3 fluffy white cats, they had turned into horrible hissing, spitting black things. It's Pooza. Pooza's a horrible cat. He's so sweet when he wants to be. Every morning the old witch came to the cage and said, "Hansel, stretch out your fingers so that I may feel whether you are getting fat." But Hansel used to scratch up the bone of an the old woman who had very bad eyesight, thought it was a finger, and wondered why he didn't get fatter. See, look at the kitty cats though; they're so cute.
Smart.
Yeah. And then she's over there cleaning, and like he's in the cage and just sticking her bone, and then the cats are like all cat-like.
Why does she only get crushed? She does all the housework.
Because she's a girl.
That's mean.
It's not fair, but okay. Finally, the witch decided that she could not wait any longer for Hansel to get fat, and that she would eat him straight away. Thin though he was, "I am going to bake some bread." So said the crafty old woman to Gretel. "See if the oven is hot enough," Gretel replied. "I do not know how to do that. Our oven at home was different." "You stupid child," cried the angry witch. "I'll show you. Watch me." And she opened the oven door. In an instant, Gretel raced across the room, pushed the wicked witch inside, and locked the door. Then she let Hansel out of the cage. "Now we must search the house."
They killed her?
Yeah. You want some of mine? "Now we must search the house. I'm sure the witch had made treasure hidden somewhere," said Hansel.
They killed her and now they're gonna steal all her shit.
Don't, that's a bad word. See, now you're gonna get in trouble more.
Just stole all their stuff.
Yeah. And sure enough, the children found a great chest full of gold and precious stones. Gretel filled her apron with treasure, and Hansel took the gold casket, which he filled with jewels. Then they set off to find a way back home.
Now they can give it to their parents.
Yeah, and they can be rich and be happy. After walking for some time through the forest, the children came to a wide river. "I don't think we can get across," said Gretel. "We have no boat. What shall we do?" Close to the bank, a large swan was guiding. "Please help us," begged Hansel. The swan came to the bank. "Sit on my back," it said. "I will carry you safely across." The swan carried Hansel over the river, and they went to get Gretel. After thanking the swan, Hansel and Gretel went on to a little way through a part of the forest which seemed to grow more and more familiar to them. At last they saw their own house, and at the door were their mother and their father. The woodcutter and his wife were overjoyed to see the children again, and welcomed them back with open arms. The treasure made them rich, and they never went hungry again. And they lived happily ever after.
That's mean though. Their parents couldn't feed them, so they just put them in the woods.
That's what happens to a lot of children even nowadays. And then next, Jack and the Beanstalk. But I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys liked it and you guys would want me to do more, put a thumbs up on this video or comment down below that you guys want more of these.
I want more stories.
I know I don't really read to you that much anymore. I used to read to him every night. I told him I'd start reading to you more if you sleep with the TV off.
I like the TV.
I know. But if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, right, Chris? They should subscribe. I'm at like 104, I think, now, which is awesome. If you guys have any other ideas, even if little space videos, if you guys think about any other videos, just kind of tell me and I will do it as best as I can. So I love making you guys happy. Hope you guys are having a good day, good every day, and I hope everything in your life is going how you guys want it. But yeah, we actually recently got our car going, so now we have a car, the Falcon, and we're really happy about that. And I'm going to be trying to get a Volkswagen, which is the Volkswagen bus, so it's gonna be a hippie van. So he's all like greaser and I'm all hippie, so
Well,
you're a hippie greaser.
peace out.
But I love you guys so much. Hope you guys like this video. Bye.